Yeah, this is the sort of moment you just think, had a great day. A little beer would just be so nice to round it off. It's like it's just turned dark. It's just getting into night time now, and it's like to see you into the night. Just sit down, have a nice cold beer, sit in a bar. But I've had a great day, to be honest, and I know that if I was to go for that beer tonight, then my day tomorrow is going to be not very great. Also, you're sort of building it up in your head that the beer is going to make it so much better. It probably will for an hour or two, and then as you start to feel like it's not all that you built up in your head, what I would then do is go chasing it. I'd drink more and more, or I'd go to more livelier bars, or start talking to strangers, you know what I mean? Try to stir up some sort of excitement, and you'd end up in all sorts of places. That one time out of 100 might be a brilliant night. You might end up, you know, making friends for the night in some bar with great music, playing pool, whatever you sort of liked, whatever you idealized in your head. That might happen every so often, but I know it's gonna ruin my day tomorrow, and for that 1 in 100 chance that I was to have a great night, for it to ruin the rest of my holiday would just be, it's not worth the risk. It's really not. So there is this little moment where you think, oh, I wish I could just have a little beer, but you know, I'll wander about for another half an hour or so, and I'm sure I'll come across something to keep me occupied, entertained. So yeah, that's it. Basically that's the thought I've had. I'm in Chinatown in Bangkok.
And someday, while years have flown down there, teach the young ones of our love.
When you're in places like this, it kind of reminds you that the world's a pretty special place. No matter how no matter how constrained or like how small your world is or your life feels, like there's so much out there, and you know, I could never be in places like this if I was still drinking. Like, just felt so, it's almost like I was attracted to dark and dingy places that I could, it's almost like I could hide in them kind of places. And definitely takes a bit of time for your mind to clear, but I mean, I'd rather be in places like this now, you know. And this is only 7 or 8 months sober, something like that. There's a lot of noise in my head as well a lot of the time, but if I can sort of persevere through it, like running or just walking somewhere like this, or writing, or whatever it is, speaking to someone, there's like a sort of, you reach a sort of state of, there's a calmness at the end of it, like a stillness, and you can kind of start again. And like, I mean, inevitably there will be noise and stuff like that half an hour later, 2 hours later, 3 hours later, but you're like starting fresh rather than trying to drown out that noise with drinking. And then you've got a whole host of problems waiting for you when you come out the other side, you know. It's like, even, not even just like the problems you create for yourself with regards to relationships. If you said something, you forget what you done last night and the anxiety or something, but you're not in the mindset, to the mind frame to deal with like everyday stuff, never mind like the extra problems you're causing yourself. Like, so I mean, I found that when I came here, there's a lot of drinking and smoking and partying, and part of me wishes I could still do that because it would be the perfect place for it, you know. I wish I came here when I was still drinking, but I know for me that's for an hour or two of liberation, like fun, just forgetting everything. There's gonna come days of anxiety and problems, and not even to mention like the possibilities of getting into trouble, losing my phone, losing my passport, losing my money, maybe getting in trouble with police, like God knows what. All these sort of things that can happen. But yeah, this is like a moment of stillness that I'm quite enjoying. And like I said, the noise will come, and like the sort of emptiness, like that sort of moment when you just feel like you don't know what to do yourself, what's your purpose, like what, you know, what's your next step? Are you on a good path? Are you like, all that stuff will come, and then like, maybe I'll go out for a run, I'll go for a swim, I'll put my music on, like the buzz I get from when I'm in the middle of a run, and sometimes the song just hits, and it's maybe not like the first 5-10 minutes of your run, it's like, it's a struggle for, often it can be a struggle for like 5, 10, 15, 20 minutes, but it's almost like if I keep pushing, a moment will come where it's like a euphoria sort of comes over you. And like I said, that's that's the sort of moment that you can, it's like an exhale, and you can just start fresh from that. And it's like I wrote down, it's like a purge or something of all that sort of anxiety and noise you were feeling. The euphoria doesn't last. Like, it's not like drinking where you can have that euphoria and anticipation, excitement, and you basically follow it the whole way into the night, and you're just trying to cling on to it, try to chase it. It's not like that. It's a lot more sort of fleeting. It's like maybe you go for a run and I feel that sort of buzz and that like connection or something. Like I feel like tuned into the world, or tuned into some sort of higher power, or some like force or something, I don't know. But that's the sort of euphoria I get, and then it's within maybe an hour or like half an hour or something, I'll go home, have a shower. That's past, you know, like that was just a moment I had through the day. But then, like I said, there's hopefully from that comes a sort of stillness, and it's what I do from there that defines how I'm moving forward, kind of thing. It's like, yeah, that's maybe the best way to describe how I've been trying to deal with stuff, is like try to purge all this sort of noise, like somehow get out all the noise, and then some sort of fresh start will come, and then that's like almost a daily thing. I think as well there'll be many people who all know have a lot better tips than what I do in terms of talking to people, relationships, all that kind of stuff. Like, I'm maybe quite avoiding of that stuff, but you know, it's just I'm just quite blown away to be in a place like this. It was so out with my imagination when I was, you know, just trouncing. I don't know, trouncing from bar to bar. And like in Glasgow, there's a cat here. Yeah, just sitting in the corner of dark bars, just drinking and hoping that something would come to me, like dark, dingy places, just kind of drinking the days away, really. Like, I'd have some sort of notion in my head, like some sort of idea of like how to make that day, make that drinking meaningful or something. If there was a band playing or something, I'd convince myself it was like kind of cultural or something to be sitting in a bar drinking 8 pints because I'm watching some band. It's like, oh, this is fun. Or I'd be talking to some drunk guy at the bar, and you know, he's probably messed his life up or something, and to me that's like a worthwhile conversation. Like, this is like, you know, this is the nitty gritty, like this is like the hard knock life or something. Like, I'm part of it because I'm talking to some drunk guy in a bar. It's like, there's so many more like spectacular places you can be, and
Two
it's so
great
hard to
European
see that at the
narcotics,
time.
alcohol and Christianity. I know which one I prefer.
We never went to church, just get on with work, and sometimes things all hurt. But it's hit me since you left us, and it's so hard not to search. If you were still about, I'd ask you what I'm supposed to do now. I just get a bit scared every now.
Yeah.